Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Friday night session of Cyberpunk Red. I am Simon at Wandering DM, and I have a cast of wonderful players with us. Before we introduce everyone, I just want to shout out our sponsors. I'll begin with Magen Press. You can check them out at store.magenpress.com. They make 5th edition D&D stuff, especially the futuristic sci-fi fantasy dark matter campaign setting. You might also want to check out Found Familiar if you want some good coffee, especially the 5-pound bags of beans. You should check out Roll20, the platform that we're currently using for all of our games here. And of course, you should check out Artalsorian Games, because they make this game. And they make other fun games that we play here on Wandering DM, such as Castle Falkenstein or even The Witcher. And other games that will be featured on other channels related to us. But you can also catch Castle Falkenstein on another channel. We'll talk about that at the end of the show tonight during our outros. But while I have everyone's attention, I just want to remind all of you viewers, if you are also a fan of our Monday show, the giveaway for the Drist action figure is still ongoing. So if you want to have your own sexy dark elf at home watching over you while you sleep, check out the tweet that I have on my timeline and enter for our giveaway. Without further ado, let us go check on our players. Who are you? Who are you playing tonight? And welcome to the night market. We'll start with the person to my left on the overlay. Deirdre, hi.
Oh, hello. How are we doing tonight? I love Fridays. I get to have all of the fun with all of these wonderful people. I am at Deirdre Donlin on Twitter, Praxagorth Esmiaphorius. You see me around here on Twitch, at your friendly neighborhood Prax. And I am looking forward to trends being let loose in a night market. This has been proven in previous times to be entertaining for lots of people. I'm just wondering if she will actually pull the pin on Rambo McDonald's nose. Because it's there and it's shiny and she should totally do it. She might do it. Who knows? But other than that, I'm looking forward to all the fun.
Up next, Hannah. Hi, how are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Hannah, Hanimation Art on Twitter, Hanimation Studios on Facebook and Instagram, and I will be playing Black Cat, the fixer of the group, who will hopefully try to stop the pin being pulled from the face of our new friend, but we'll see how that plays out. She's never been much good at all the other things she's attempted, so, it is what it is.
Up next, we have Anino. Hello.
How's it going, everyone? My name's Anino. I use he, him pronouns. And this game, I play the only adult in the room, Menez. Also uses he, him pronouns. And will be as far away from Rambo McDonald when he blows up as much as possible.
And then moving on to the other side of the overlay very quickly, we begin with Rin. Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm Ren. I play Crazy Ass Jinx. I don't know what she'll do tonight. Shoot people, probably? Or a race. Can we have a race, please? Like, anybody ride shotgun with me?
You'll have to teach me how to drive.
Oh,
Yeah.
even better. That's what we'll have to do that. Yeah. So, yeah. That's it.
Up next, we have Adelaide. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. I'm Adelaide, Adelaide on Twitter and everywhere else. I play Reno, our solo and punchy shooty machine. And honestly, I have come to expect that when Trins is involved in some kind of mission, shit's gonna hit the fan. So, but she'll be there to also fix the fan once it gets broken. So, just here for the ride, really.
And last but not least, we have Chris. Hi, Chris, how are you?
Hey, everybody. I'm here playing Mr. White, a.k.a. Dr. Frost. We're going to the night market. I don't know about Rambo McDonald or even going anywhere near his tent again. I thought we were all here for the taco cat or taco doc or whatever the taco thing was. So I'm looking to get my salsa on.
And so to refresh our our viewers' memories, the group.
There's two. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah, my bad. You heard information over the last couple of weeks that Jinx was actually wanted, being hunted down by the Raffen Shiv. A sort of bounty was made, was put on her head, hers and her uncle, and apparently, which you learned recently, a third person by the name of Makoto. Now, you had to meet with Mr. Lucian Rhine, a up-and-coming political figure in Night City, and while you did meet with Rhine, and he asked you to, extend that meeting later at the Afterlife, when you got to the Afterlife, you happened upon the site of a massacre as armored figures entered the club and shot at people, kidnapping a young barkeep by the name of Makoto, and left aboard a what you've discovered to be an Arasaka AV. Of course, the only reason you know that is because you know of Mr. Kiyoshi, of Shiro Kiyoshi, and not because it was branded Arasaka. Just needed to confirm that. And then, of course, you learned about the night market that would happen soon. And that's where even my mind is a little fuzzy. What do you all expect to have at this night market? What is, what do you want? What are you there for?
Black ice.
Did you say hot guys?
No, I have that covered. Black ice.
He has the looks of the party. That's true.
Oh, no, the pretty one is Jimenez.
Yeah, but you're like the silver fox daddy, you know?
True. I like that role.
Mm-hmm.
So, we know that...
Pretty sure
Oh, yep.
that we was coming for the auction.
What are
The
they
taco
auctioning?
dock. At the taco dock, there was something from the dock. From the taco dock that they put out. They were specifically about... God, where's it? My notes. I was not with it. Because this is where we got into the whole conversation about Taco Doc and the title of him being Taco Doc and the question of the sanitation of treating
shit last session.
the sanitation of somebody being treated in the back of a taco trucks.
Yes.
Because they posted on the web that they was getting ready to auction off something.
Auction off a weapon.
Ooh.
A weapon that they had... Because we didn't actually want the weapon, we wanted to ask them about where they got it.
Yeah. And
Right.
ask about Makoto.
See?
Aristotle
I remember
the one
things.
that's running the auction or the taco dock?
No, apparently the person who set up the night market, a fixer by the name of Lucky Catch.
Okay.
Yeah. And you wanted to know a few things about this this fellow called Pyotr Kosh. The director of R&D at Biotechnica. Who could have something to do with what is going on.
Yeah, because we found out the nomads aren't actually nomads. They're from Biotechnica. Right?
No, the nomads are in town. Dog Killer, their leader, is hiding on the Morrow Rock, on the small island off the coast of the city. You know that, and you wanted to lure the Raffenshiv out in the open. That I remember. It's the how that I believe was the reason why you were going to the Raffenschiff. But the how, I am leaving it up to you. And that's where we're gonna start our session tonight. As the crew arrive on the onset of the night market. So the sun is set about an hour ago. It is roughly 8 p.m. tonight. The night market is setting up. There is, in what will probably become the center of the night market, a dirty white van with a giant taco on a spring on top of it. The side of the van is open like like you would have with a food truck, basically. And behind the counter is this black man working, you know, I'll say furiously. His hands are like a blur, and he's just not furnishing, but he's finishing up a bunch of tacos, cutting tomatoes, salad, and then lettuce, and then just spraying them like almost equally on every taco. Squirting these bottles of like sauce and salsa on them, moving them to the side, starting over with the next batch. All around this truck are these dude bros. Think like, what if we had given weapons to frat boys?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
So
no. They need to be killed.
They're youngish people. For the most part, in their 20s and their early 30s, dressed in these like school, you know, like not the sports jersey, but the like the varsity jackets. Varsity jackets filled with patches and sometimes spikes, or even being reinforced with like steel plates or Kevlar. The clothes that they wear under betray their allegiances to different music groups or models or rocker boys or whatnot. They are all armed, and they seem to be working security for the Taco Duck. All of you have lived in Night City long enough. You've never seen them, but you've heard of them. They're called, this group of frat boys are called the Piranhas. They are technically a street gang, though they are nominally dangerous. They tend to loiter, drink smash, and then vandalize places. They can get violent if riled up. Yeah, they're kind of like the tunnel snakes. And otherwise, they're not necessarily like one of the top dogs on the street, but they are a very loyal gang who only take their members from college dropouts all across Night City. Aside from them working the security across from the food truck, maybe like a good 100 feet away, there's a very shoddily built stage, upon which you notice familiar figures. A man with a purple cyber arm, and another with pointy elven ears. Hawk, Elf, and yeah, their band are setting up to play. You notice, however, that each member of the band is armed and is proudly displaying their weapons. Like that they know that there might be trouble, and that, you know, shit might go down, and they're aware of it. Like, don't try to mess with them. in the center of this sort of, we'll say, I don't want to say town square, but it's the middle, the center of the night market. There is Lucky Catch. Imagine a young man, fresh shaven, dressed in a neon outfit that changes colors constantly. He's like a walking stroboscope. Just flashing lights, all of them of a very ugly pastel color that clashes with the rest of his outfit. And he's just welcoming people, vendors and customers alike, directing them to places like, you know, for vendors with their vans or their like bags of or shopping carts of goods. Okay, you can go over there, you can go over there, the other's there. The only one that he hasn't like done anything for that you've seen on your way there is the big, you recognize it, red and white circus tent that is a few yards away from the taco truck. Ozob's own stall at the night market. The one you call Rambo McDonald. Other vendors are setting up. There are other people present on the scene. A few street kids here and there looking at everything, just being very proud to be the first people on the scene. And waiting for the sale of the Taco Emporium to begin. And now I'm gonna shut up and let all of you enjoy the night market. What do you want to do when you get there?
Are there any kids that are like street kids anxiously waiting to get tacos that are near us?
By street kids, I mean they're dressed like street kids, but they're actually adults.
Oh. Because, see, kids can be notorious about line jumping, and people let them get away with it. If they're actually kids, I give them money to go get me tacos. But never mind.
No, they're actual adults, but dressed like the latest street fashion, I should have said. That would have made more sense.
Trins is just distracted evaluating the mechanics of this truck.
You notice at a glance that the truck has been modified. A bit like the RV. The frame has been customized and more living space has been added to the truck. And of course, you know, all of you can just see that all the windows are bulletproof. That's easy. There are other changes to the truck. You'd have to get closer. One of which you realize is a spider drone. The size of a large dog. Just walking along the roof of the taco truck. Just going to and fro from like the front to the back. Just patrolling and looking. It's got a laser pointer. And it just from time to time scans the room. Well, not the room, but the street. The entire night market takes place under one of the giant overpasses. So you are covered compared to the other one you went to, which was all open. In this case, you are covered. Like helicopters from the NCPD would not see the night market.
I mean, she's gonna look at everybody and go like, and just kind of point at the taco truck and start drifting over as if she's going to evaluate the, you know, because it's either that or the band and car wins.
Get me 2 steak and 2 tongue.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That's as you running.
Did you say 2
She's
steaks
not
and
gonna
2
remember
tongues?
Yeah, 2 steak tacos, 2 tongue tacos.
Oh, okay. The DM needs to know what's a tongue taco.
Cow tongue.
Made out of cow tongue.
It's literally
meat.
divine. You should try it sometime. It's the best.
Wait,
Not even exaggerating.
a cat tongue.
No, cow. Cow tongue.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, they're entirely
I was eating
edible.
cats.
Well, that's why I was like, what the hell?
You gotta kill a lot of cats because their tongues are just so tiny. So it's a really expensive taco. Just
Well, when you said the first time that I heard tongue taco, my mind went some places.
oh, I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did.
That's for later.
Oh Lord. Cyberpunk Red After Dark.
All right, yes, cow. I increased the volume on my headset just in case.
Here you go. Rito's gonna go in search of. Is there like pretty much anything that you can find that's like probably like illicit material here?
Yes, a
Okay,
bit like
she's
the
gonna
one last
go-
time, except that they're
Okay.
setting up right now. So there might be some things that you're looking for. I'm just gonna tell you right away. That might take a little longer to find because you're gonna have to wait for these vendors to show up. But yes, go ahead.
Okay, she's really just looking for like somebody that's gonna sell like a super fucking nice bottle of whiskey.
Ooh. Food vendors, well, food and beverages are almost like the first ones on the scene because many of the things that they sell oftentimes are organic and, you know, would go bad if they waited too long. So they want to sell
Right.
them as quickly as possible. So these you find easily. There's a person who has set up a booth. Basically, it's this like steel and titanium like vendor booth, like you would see at a convention. The sign on top is painted with glow in the dark paint, and there's like a not glow in the dark, sorry, black light, and there's a black light strip that is illuminating it, so it sort of contrasts with the rest of the booth, and it says it's called Hank's Hooch. And there's a woman behind the like counter in the booth, and she has like a few sets of bottles on the booth itself on the table, along with some shot glasses. But you see behind her there's a I'll say like it's a nomad motorcycle, like an all-terrain motorcycle with big compartments on each side.
Man, we've got dirty minds in the chat today.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I just heard that. And I'm like, whoa.
oh,
Okay.
tongue tacos and Hank's cooch. That's it.
I would like to point out that we have an emote for this. We do.
Yes, there's an emote for that now. We have the on-brand, too much on-brand emote. If you're subscribing, you can use it.
Love it.
But yeah, and she's basically this like very early 20s. She's probably not even of legal age to drink, and she's wearing a reinforced gray tank top. She has a shoulder holster, and her arms are covered, like she has full sleeve tattoos from her shoulders to her wrists, and then her hands are covered in these fingerless gloves.
I'll make this quick for you. I just need your highest shelf bottle of whiskey. I'm assuming you sell by the bottle.
We can sell by the bottle.
Perfect.
Interested in a brand specifically? A year? I have a few things. I don't have everything here, but we do ship. We deliver. If I don't have it here at the night market, I'll talk to my guy and he can send it. He can have it sent over to your place, provided you have a place.
Of course I have a place, but I don't trust that. I want one now. Just the best you have. What's the most expensive?
Oh, that I have at the moment right now. It's like 100 eddies. Look, I'll show you. And she goes to the motorcycle, open up the compartment, and you hear like you hear her rummaging through bottles, and she gets one out, and she presents it to you. It's an old Jack Daniel bottle, but by old I mean it's on the bottle. It's like the a special I was gonna say special brew. No, it's a special batch that they made in 2020.
Ah. It's a great year, I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah. They call it the virus killer.
I'm not sure if that's a plus or not. But that's fine. 80 though. I know
I'd
it's
say
still,
you-
I've got a cop friend right over there, so.
I'd say you drive a hard bargain, but 80's good enough. And she puts the
Slightly
bottle.
impressed, and I just easily impressed this young teenager. It's probably overpriced anyway, but that's fine. Yeah, she'll
And she takes her scratch and says, "Well, you have yourself a wonderful night." And then Adelaide disappeared. So I'll move on to someone else. Who wants to go next?
White would be scanning for the guy that.
Menace would have gone with Trinz to the truck. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Menace would have gone with Trinz to the truck.
So I'll start with Jimenez. I'll do White after, and then I'll switch to either Black Cat or Jinx. X and Trinz, you approach the taco truck. There's a... Oops. Oh, that's going to be a bit of an issue. 2 seconds, chat. We're just going to fix our cameras very quickly. But there's... You notice as you approach the truck, there's more than just this this person inside. In fact, the black dude who's working on making the tacos is dressed like a physician. He has the white lab coat of a doctor with the like scrubs underneath, but on his head, his dreads are covered by this like diamond-shaped like paper hat that you would see a fry cook wear. In fact, same type of shit that X used to wear when he was working as a cook at Oh, thank you, whoever did that. You are faster than I am. So yeah, chef's coat, well, not chef's coat, lab coat, the cook hat, and the scrubs. And next to him is this little guy with dark sunglasses, curly brown hair, a long twirly mustache. Looks like a hipster from way back when. Hey, I'm Jinx now. We're gonna play,
Oh, Anna's in charge now. No.
My game now.
Yep, I'm here for it.
Yep, we're, the cameras are gonna move for a moment, so don't worry about that. White, Reno, Eminence, everyone's in their place. Yay. No, that's not true. Oh god, everything is so complicated. Okay, anyway, you notice that this hipster is there. He has a revolver. He seems to be not really paying attention to anything. From time to time, he just takes like a handful of tacos, puts them on a tray, and asks the doctor if he did it right. Like, did I do right? Yep, okay. Yay, everyone's back. And inside the truck, you notice also sitting to the side so that no one sees them are two people. A young woman. Well, I say young woman. She's like in her 30s. She's fiddling with a cyber deck. And across from her is an older gentleman, probably in his 50s. He's got a cyber arm and a cyber leg. But they're like these basic models, like older models of cyberware, and he's just resting his eyes. The doc sees you approach and says, "Oh, hey, you're a little bit early. If you want some tacos, you can just hang out around Ketch. He's gonna let everyone know when everything's ready."
He's in charge of tacos, and she points to Jimenez. He's like, I'm just looking at the truck because the truck is cool. I
Oh,
probably could make it better too. Also, did you know? And she's like gone, like halfway under the truck at this point.
hey, I'm Magnus.
Agnes.
Magnus with an M. You can call me the Taco Duck.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, your
Taco Duck.
my Zoom clipped for a moment. That's why.
Oh, no. Oh, you're the Taco Duck. Huh? Just how good are your tacos?
Well, I'd say you can taste for yourself, but you're gonna have to wait until I'm ready to have a batch. People tend to swarm around the moment I'm serving them. But hey, I spent all night last night learning how to make tacos, so you'll see. We're very good.
I'm sorry. So you've been going around as the Taco Doc, but you just learned how to prepare tacos last night?
Yeah, it was his idea, and he points to the guy in the colorful suit. I never called myself Taco Duck in the first place, but now I have to embrace it. So might as well learn how to make tacos. I was just a dog. I wasn't a taco dog. Now I am, I guess. I am.
Jimenez just points at the guy in the colorful outfit. So, who are you supposed to be? The nacho marketer?
He looks at you like you had the best idea in the world. And you see his eyes go up and down, up and down, up and down as he's like probably scrolling something on an internal agent. And says, "Wow. Nacho marketer. That's great. We can probably, hey, Magnus, we can probably have all these names for the Taco Emporium, right? I could be like the nacho yeah, what you said? What did you say? The nacho marketer. Yeah. I could be the nacho marketer, and then Proxy could be like I don't know, like the salsa lady, or Jewel could be yeah, I have to come up with things, but yeah, hey, thanks. By the way, Magnus, just give him a taco already. Give him a taco. He's a cool guy. And Magnus just picks up a taco from the tray and hands it to you. And says, "Here, enjoy."
Alright. So, Jimenez appraises the taco there for a moment just to check out what the fillings are inside. And then he's just going to take a bite.
So, it's not real meat, but the vegetables are real. By real, I mean like organic, right? So it's the synth meat you would find easily that you could make, that, you know, Biotechnica sells, that you could get your hands on if you have a bit of money. Everything else, however, is stuff that was grown by Magnus himself. And you take a bite in it, and it's some damn good taco. Like better than the best street tacos you've ever had. It definitely beats like a sit-down restaurant type of thing. Mechanically, it's worth a 16. Alright, he rolled a 16 on the check to make a taco.
That's pretty impressive. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Trins would kind of half roll from underneath and like turn and look at Jimenez and be like, "So is it worth it?"
He's just going to offer a bite to her.
She'd kind of smile and be like, "No, you enjoy that one. Appreciates it, but I have to fix this guy's car. Did you see what he did to his suspension? Honest to God, this thing." And she goes, "Also, and she kind of like leans in and just uses the Chiron to message Jimenez privately. It's like, I don't really like tacos. They fall apart and they get everywhere.
Wow. You just see ellipses go across her Chiron.
I know.
And then it's like a broken heart emoji.
And there's a little tear. And like, it's like, but we can have like other stuff because you pick good food. And then she'll roll back underneath the truck.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And she goes, and she kind of rolls back out and she goes, burritos are okay though, because they don't fall apart.
Fall apart all the time. I'm not getting into this right now. This is disturbing.
Hey,
But anyway, so he's just gonna...
let's... Here. And Magnus hands you a second one. He says, I would have given it to your lady, but, I heard she didn't want it, so... I mean, I would have given it anyway, so you can have it. Courtesy of the taco duck.
Wow, that's mighty generous of you.
Yeah, enjoy the night market and all that.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna place an order. I'll just wait here while and make sure that my girlfriend doesn't completely dismantle your truck while we're here.
Wait, is she touching my truck?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, it's gonna run better.
Oh, I appreciate.
Tune-up.
Yeah, I just don't think Brian is gonna appreciate that.
Who's Brian?
And we're gonna
Let's
cut
see if
away.
there's a Brian around.
We're gonna cut away to Trins basically rolling back, well, crawling back down under the truck. And as you turn around to look, there is now another man. Imagine, if you will, a well-chiseled black guy, buzz cut, faded shave on the sides of his head, a few scars on his face. Guy definitely looks like a killer, someone who has seen combat quite a few times, and he's got like a small cigarette in his mouth, and he's currently wearing, without hiding it, like a heavy armor jack with just a little windbreaker over it and combat pants. And so when you crawl back down, you turn your head, he's right next to you, he smiles and says, "Sup?"
I'm fixing your suspension.
It's not my car.
Also, did you see these brakes? Do you see these brake pads? Look at this. You're not supposed to be able to put a finger through these. You're not supposed to do that.
Look, there's a time and a place for everything, and he tries to, like,
Yep, right now.
scooch you over, and he's like, "Lady, there's a time and a place for everything, but right now, this is kind of not the time nor the place."
Can you just hand me a wrench? Thank you, I appreciate it. And she's like...
He's going to push you out of the truck, while saying that, you know, if you want, and he's like, "I'm not a mechanic myself, but I do agree that the guy who's in charge of that truck doesn't really take care of it."
Here's the reason why you should do it now, because he's up there, and if he drives his car any further, he's going to crash it. You'll be in the car when he crashes it. You'll take the whiplash damage at 3 times the amount of damage that anyone else will do. Not the driver is actually protected by the seatbelt, but everybody else gets more damage with the whiplash unless you have the certain dampeners. Does he put dampeners on this car for when he hits people with it?
You said you needed a wrench, right?
Yes, please, thank you.
And he's gonna help you fix the underside of the car. And he's gonna ask you, like, a few questions, like, about, you know, the cloaking device on it.
You want me to make that better too?
No,
Is it
but
only-
he's wondering, like, how it works. Basically
She would
doing,
know
like,
in-
small talk as...
Yeah. she would kind of glance at it. It's like, oh, it's a standard one, just a reflection. It's actually designed to basically just it's like picture putting a giant mirror all over your truck, and it's reflecting outward from that, and so therefore you don't actually see what's there, but you're seeing the reflection of something else. We could do it even fancier if you want. We could reprogram it so it actually would change the appearance of this particular vehicle, so it wouldn't just be invisible, but then you could actually say, well, no, of course, this is not the vehicle you were looking for because it is actually this vehicle instead.
And we're gonna swipe.
Yeah, she's gonna keep going.
Sweep fade to Mr. White, who's walking. You left Reno at the Hank's Hooch.
No, I thought that Reno left to go there.
Reno left to go there, yeah.
Center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
So White would turn to Cat and be like, "Hey, why don't you follow me for a minute?" And he'll scan the crowd to look for the vendor that he found or made the deal with Connie.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wants to check up and make sure that Nightjack did what Nightjack said he did.
Yeah, the guy is there. He's not alone this time. He's got a team. There's a younger, like a 12-year-old boy, wearing a beanie hat with there's like almost like a walkie-talkie or a radio attached to it, a small antenna, and then that's connected to a half of a headset and a microphone. And the kid also has a shoulder-mounted camera, a tiny one, a kid version of the actual, it is an implant. So the kid got it implanted. It is cyberware, but it's like the kid's version of what you see some medias have from time to time.
So size-wise, it's smaller, more compact.
Yeah, that's it. And it's probably not as good quality.
But it's not like emblazoned with Fisher Price and bright blue, yellow, red, or anything like that.
No,
Gotcha.
it's like the standard off-white model, and the other person is it's a man, an adult wearing a full bodysuit with the virtuality goggles. He's currently just sitting on a milk case, and he's typing away on his cyber deck, and sometimes looking left, right, going back to typing. Doesn't seem to be very much aware of the hub of the market. But the vendor is right there, waves at you and says,
just came to check and make sure that my promise was fulfilled on time.
Yeah, this fella that you sent, Nightjack's his name, right?
Yeah.
Kind of a funky man, lives out of a van or something. Yeah. He came in and got the 2 chips.
And everything's to your liking?
Actually, yes. I was going to call you, but then I got this message of a new night market setting up. I kind of had to take the chance. Opportunity doesn't knock twice.
No worries. I understand how it is. And he'll turn to Kat and be like, no matter how good your connections are, it's always best to check in personally. You never know if things went according to plan until you see it through to the end.
Right. Yeah, that's good advice.
Downside is it puts you out there a little bit more vulnerably in public. So you got to kind of balance that. There's a thing to be said for having a little bit of mystery to how you negotiate. But my new friend here, though he probably was a little, should we say, uncertain when we first met? Yes?
Can't go around trusting everyone, It's gonna get you killed in a city like Night City.
But now he knows White's word is good.
Yeah.
Your word is everything on the street.
He looks at Black Cat, basically points at her, and then points with his thumb at the kid, And he's like, teaching the next generation, I see.
Not really. She's just new. So
Oh.
she did me a favor. I'm trying to do her a favor and make some introductions. So this is Black Cat. She knows a lot of people and is building a bigger network.
Black Cat. I think I heard your name from a netrunner. Said you knew where to find work for someone who's got quick fingers and even quicker wit.
It's possible, yeah. I'm pretty good at finding work for people.
You're new here at Night City. Where are you from?
Yeah and there. I'm not really that interesting, What's important is that I'm trying to make a name for myself, yeah. So, learning from the best.
Yeah, I get that. We're all a little bit from here and there and everywhere. Anyway, speaking of everywhere, you want to go anywhere on the net? Haha, nice segue. You're gonna want the shit I'm selling. If you've got the scratch, that is.
Got any black ice? I need something nasty for protection.
His eyes go wide, and he's like, normally people don't ask that brazenly, but...
Why? Isn't that watch here? If so, we're getting shut down in a second anyway.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just normally people that are looking for black ice, they need it quick because they need someone out of their system very, very quickly and very permanently.
Oh, no, this is more preemptive.
Oh. Alright. Well, I got just about everything under the sun, save for, I don't have any of them fancy daemons. But, what are you into? I've got some skunk, got scorpions, I got some killer, I have one dragon. Technically it's on hold for someone, so, but if you were to offer a lot of money, I could probably cut them in on it, and that wouldn't be that big of a deal. Of course, I got your standard. I have plenty of hellhounds in the back. I think I still have a giant, though it's an older version. It's like the 12.1. So it's kind of a problem because it sometimes won't load right. It's gonna take some time to hop onto res. And
it doesn't load right because it's not used to the newer configurations, or it doesn't load right because the code is degraded.
No, the first one. So basically, what happened is Giant was very popular back in the day, but it unfortunately, it's useful. It's really useful, but a company that was making it, they sort of went under. They were one of the first companies that got closed off during the start of the Sino-OTEC conflict. So they never patched it right for the new net architecture, because of course back then, you didn't have all the troubles that we have now. So with smaller net architectures, you have smaller resources to run programs on. And if you're coming in hot in an architecture that's already loaded, and you res your giant in there, oof, might bite you in the ass. It might work, I'm just saying. Of course, if you were to try to get in on some of the backup servers that are on the hot zone, yeah, sure, you can load the giants in there, no problem.
No. This is for defense, not offense. I'm not taking it in to ruin anybody's day. I'm setting it down to ruin someone's day if they show up in my turf.
Oh, then if you have, depending on what your deck is, and what your architecture is, yeah, you can install it. There's no problem. You'd have to be running on some older software, but yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I like backwards compatible.
Cool. And I think I have, I think I think that's it. And then you hear the one in back of him, the person that was hacking, just goes, "Aha! Got it!" And the kid, like, pipes up, turns to the vendor and to you two and says, "We've just added a Kraken to the inventory. So, for all of your net-running pirate needs..." And the vendor turns to the kid and is like, "You gotta work on your slogans, kid." Yeah,
So-
apparently I have a Kraken to sell.
Nice. Anybody tested out the dragon on any basic AI?
Where did we get the dragon, Tom? And kid says, "Dragon, we got it when we raided..." I'm sorry. We got the dragon by mistake. It was a wrongful package that was sent. We were supposed to get some totally legitimate brain dance software, and it just so happened that we had a chip with that black ice on it. But yeah, it was a complete mistake, sir. But the dragon is something that was tested on Netrunners too.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm more worried about rogue programming. People set that stuff up to test the waters, wear down your defenses, and then they come in. You know what I mean?
The vendor nods and is like, "Yeah, I get what you mean. You want to get rid of the vermin? Yeah, dragon's gonna sweep through your whole level in your architecture, make sure that everything's safe. And if those pesky programs try to slide away, he's gonna just zoom right in and just burn everything to the ground."
I like that. A good offense is a strong defense.
Great minds think alike. I think that too. All right.
But you
well,
said that somebody else had the name on it.
on the dragon.
Yeah.
It's untraceable. The code has been code's being rewritten.
Yeah, but didn't you say someone reserved it?
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant a totally legitimate way we acquired it.
No. I don't care how you acquired it. It can be scrubbed. That's
Yeah,
not an issue.
It's not that big a deal, honestly. Look, I can let it go for if you want it right now, because my guy, he's only going to pay for it like in a month or something. Honestly, the sooner I get it off my hands, the better.
Excellent.
Tell you what, you give me 1,500. That way I can get my guy off of, can pay back the down payment my guy put on it. Tell him that he waited too long, and then I give you that. And you know what? Just because, I'll put in an asp for free.
Let's make it 2K, and you give me that old giant.
A giant and a dragon? Jesus, what are you doing? Like building a dungeon or something?
Something like that.
Alright, well, fee, fi, fo, sold. So you can write on your... Yeah, the kid in the back goes like Deirdre did. But yeah, so the stats are on page 372 and 371 of the book. So you can have them basically for people watching that don't have the rulebook. The Giant is a black ice program that basically kicks other netrunners out. And as it does, it forces them to suffer the damage and the effect from every other black ice in your system. It normally appears as a giant pair of feet that just kick you out of the net architecture. The dragon, I mean, it's a dragon, though it looks metal. And it basically deals so much damage to programs that it could...
Delete them.
delete completely a program. Like, almost nothing survives it.
All right. Now, because we're such good friends and we made such a good deal, I want you to make sure that you extend the same courtesy to my colleague here going forward. Kat, you got a business card or something that you can give him?
I can forward you my contact information.
That's even better.
Can we make like a connection between agents to do that?
Yeah, it's like just sending your contact info like you would do on an iPhone nowadays. Like you bring it close and it just... Beep.
Okay.
Now, as always, nobody else knows. Understood? I don't know you when it comes to this program, and you don't know me.
Listen, this entire evening has been so boring. There hasn't been a single person that came to see me.
I know. It's terrible.
I am losing money. It's insane.
Well, I hope you can enjoy yourself some tacos.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Tom, why don't you fetch some for me? He's like, yes, sir.
And he'll turn to Kat and say, does Dax need anything?
I don't. I can send him a message, see if he. She'll go ahead and shoot him a quick message, see if he needs anything.
Not at the moment. But
Okay.
if you have a job for him that requires some specialized equipment, he'll let you know.
Okay. So, nothing right now, but it's good to keep in contact. In case, she'll turn back to the guys who they bought the programs from. In case you ever, legitimately get your hands on anything else that seems really good, go ahead and shoot me a message first, because I would like to know, just in case. I do know some people who might be interested in some of your legally acquired wares.
All right. I'll remember that even though we've never met.
Right. True.
All right, you enjoy yourselves tonight. And then we're going to pan the camera to Jinx. What is Jinx doing during that time?
She was probably at the food trucks eating, getting snacks and drinks, and then she was probably just walking around looking at the vendors setting up and just looking at stuff, trying not to buy more cyberware, because that's the thing she wants.
You can. There are a lot of them. In fact, can you make me a perception check, please?
$19.
One of the cyberware vendor is someone that you recognize. Inconspicuous tent, like an army tent made of canvas, has been set up. It almost looks like something you would find on the set of MASH. It's got a little sign in the front, a neat little placard that's been laser engraved, and it reads, and it reads, Alan Carver, MD.
Wow. She'll go in. Hey, Carver.
Carver turns around as like he's setting down a tray with surgical equipment on it. There's like an operating, more like an operating chair than an operating table. He's not gonna do big cyberware implants live, like on site tonight. It looks like the setup that you would see at a clinic. And he turns around, and you notice for once in his life, and it is jarring, his disheveled white hair has been like combed over. He doesn't have the like purple black bags under his eyes. He's got a new coat. Of course, his pockets are still full with like tools and bits and bobs, wires and screws. His shirt is actually fitted. Same like, flashy shirts he used to wear, but this time it doesn't look like they're either 3 sizes too big or too small. And he holds himself with a little more confidence, and just claps his hands as he sees you and says, Jinx! Long time no see. I have to remember what was the voice for Carver. I think that was it. Otherwise, he's been recast by another actor. Like, it happens. There was a contract dispute, and he left.
That sounds close enough.
Yeah. The old actor basically went to play in Days of Our Lives. It's a Pasión de la Pasión actual play. So, Carver says, yeah, long time no see, Jinx. It's been a while.
Yeah, you're looking good. Cleaned up good.
He fishes a necklace from inside his shirt, and he shows you it's this medallion, and there's just a 3 on it. Those are that's something I made myself with spare parts of a guy's foot. Anyway, 3 months clean. Not a drop of alcohol. And not a line of lace. Or synth coke. Or smash. Anyway, you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
I've been doing pretty good for myself. I got a clinic across town now.
Great. Like, good on you. Seriously. I'm happy for you. It's going well. Great. Where's the clinic?
Do you have your do you have your Legend Keeper? Oof, I was gonna say World Anvil. Do you have your Legend Keeper up at the moment? So if you look in Legend Keeper, there should be an icon across the city. So it's on the western part of the city. Oops, the color is wrong, but it's a like brown icon at the moment. There you go. I've put it black. So it's right next to the Biotechnica campus around the University District of Night City. It's not too close, not too far from the waterfront, and just on the edge of the South Night City combat zone. In fact, it is a few blocks away from the meat market that Jimenez went to a couple of weeks ago. And he says, you should come visit sometimes. It's, I got myself a nice little place. I mean, I know White will probably, shit over the sterility of the place, but I gotta do with what I have right now. So I'm slowly expanding, but, you would be amazed at how much, parts come out of the Biotechnica campus, either through the sewers or through body bags. And he motions to, like, a barrel, like a drum barrel. And he's like, you can take a look inside. These are, they're all individually wrapped, all numbered, but those are all the things I have to sell for tonight.
Don't mind if I do. Also, hey, you start somewhere, right?
I'm kind of have to rebuild everything from the ground up. Honestly, I couldn't live with the stress before, and if it hadn't been for White, I don't know where I would be today. So, I mean, I'll take them one step at a time. That's what the necklace is for, and he taps his sternum. So that's what the necklace is for, is to remind me that.
I mean, technically, you would have been thrown off the roof if White hadn't. Anyway, I'm glad. I'm happy things are going for you. Huh.
It's kind of why my new clinic is in a basement. Can't be thrown off from the basement.
No, that's true. I mean, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I'll keep. She just digs into the cyberware and starts looking at it, and she'll message everybody saying, "Hey, Carver's here."
As far as cyberware is concerned, you can look at anything in the book from page 360 onwards. Anything that is 100 Eurobucks he has right now. He will tell you, however, that it is possible to have he can procure a lot of cyberware easily. He can take appointments that's normally what he does. He goes to night markets and he takes appointments. And you have to pay like half up front. And if you want an appointment for anything, so long as you have the money, any piece of cyberware in the book, he has it, except Borgware. He does not have Borgware. He's also very much against it, as he lives in a part of town that is technically Maelstrom territory. So he's seen a lot of Borgware and the like very disgusting shit they do with it, and doesn't want anything to do with it.
Cool. So yeah, she'll rummage around, and I'm gonna go get a book.
We're circling back to Trinson X. The band across the taco truck. So Aether Wave starts playing their songs. It's a lot better. They have a woman drummer that you've never seen before. Of course, Rico isn't there, but you notice that Hawk has left Rico's guitar on a stand on the stage. Like a grave marker almost. Elf is playing a sort of strange Tashi. It's Japanese ARP. Tasho something. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. But it's also like reworked a Taisho Godo. And it's now like slewn around his body like a guitar. so he can play it and like move around and everything. And Hawk has learned to play the bass, and they play a smoother type of cyber music. They're not into punk necessarily now, though they have a few like Rage Against the Machine type of songs. But for the most part, they are what you would consider like power ballads. And they're not bad.
So Menace is just sitting at a table, enjoying the second taco and waiting for Trins to finish whatever she's doing. But he is going to look around, see if there's anyone that recognizes that he recognizes.
You look around. You mean just like in the customers and the people walking around tonight?
Yeah, just customers, see if there's anybody there that he recognizes. Maybe see if there are any sort of Wrath and Chiv that are scumming around.
Make a perception check. Yeah, actually perception for the Wrath and Chiv, but local expert for people that you might have met before.
Ooh, it's taking a while.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Worst case scenario for tonight, if, because I know there's been a few issues with Roll20 tonight, so if anything, like, players just, like, grab physical dice if it's easier for you, and faster. With a 17 in perception, guess what? There are Wrath and Chivs. You recognize them because they're not hiding their colors. Technically, they're allowed to be in the city anyway. There are no laws in Night City that would prevent the Wrath and Chiv from coming. The only reason they don't come into Night City is because the Aldecaldos prevent them. But there are 4 of them. They're walking like a pack of wolves. They don't look like they're actively seeking Jinx or any one of you. They're there for shopping, mostly. But it's the way they look at the vendors and their wares. It's like they're making like a mental note of who could they steal from, who could they rob, what kind of defenses they have. Because of course, like some of the vendors doesn't show, like the woman that was selling the booze, like Hank's Hooch, she doesn't seem to have anything to protect herself aside from the pistol that she has on her. But there are other booths, like the taco truck, that has like a drone ensuring protection and a gang, so they're less likely to hit them. There's a few places that you're fairly certain that Ozub has something. I mean, worst case scenario, he's gonna pull the pin. But yeah, they're like ghouls looking to feast.
So, in his head, Superman music starts playing as he looks or ducks behind the taco truck and tries to change out of his clothes and into the Justice Mime outfit.
I think by this point, Trins has made you a breakaway shirt. To kind of, to do with just the Velcro
yeah,
pull.
And, you know, they probably would have had fun testing it too.
Yeah, exactly.
I will not play the Superman jingle because copyright. But I will say, for the sake of this, that yeah, you like duck out behind the taco truck, and essentially you notice as you you walk behind it, you start stripping from your civilian clothes, revealing your Justice Mine outfit underneath. There are 2 pairs of feet sticking out of the car, from the bottom of the car. 2 of them belong to your girlfriend, but the other 2 wearing combat boots, you don't recognize them. You hear the sound of
Didn't I
like
see him? He was the
them
big
talking.
guy. Wasn't he the big guy with the hoodie?
Where?
There for that? I thought I was there for that. That was Brian, right?
Brian, yeah. Yeah, no, you met
Let
him.
me see. Yeah.
Yeah.
You met him before
So,
he
yeah.
went under the truck.
You recognize Brian. And they're talking, and like you hear the sounds of ratchets and screwdrivers and whatever sounds of someone repairing a car. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to sound like. Simon doesn't repair cars.
Yeah.
Rin does it. So you remove your clothes. Do you have a pocket mirror with makeup?
No, but I wanted to say that he got that cyber skin implant and hair thing that allows
The
him to
tech
change
hair?
the colors.
Tech hair and chem skin?
Tech
Oh
hair.
god. Yeah. With a few commands to your agent, the Justice Mime is brought to life. And that's where we're gonna take our break for tonight. When we come back, Justice Mime action. This is gonna be so weird. Anyway, stick around everyone, we'll be right back. Hello, everyone! We're back! And Justice Mime is ready to play. Quick, I need something.
Heroic.
Alright, Justice Mime. What do you do?
So what's around? Where are they now? As I'm stalking them through the market.
They go from alley to alley. They zigzag between tents and booths and carpets. They keep to themselves. They basically force people to move out of the way.
Can I predict where they're going to go and maybe skip ahead a little bit so I could ambush and snatch one of them?
Yeah, they're pretty much like snaking their way. And you notice there's a section of the night market that's been set up around one of the pillars of the overpass. And there's this like construction equipment, like a what do you call them? Like the things that you see them a lot in New York when they're working on like the facade of a building.
Scaffolds?
Scaffolding. Thank you, scaffolds. Oof, oof. Coffee, come here. There's even an old rusted scaffolding left there. And yeah, people have like sort of fixed themselves around it. And they're going that way. So you know you have like a few minutes, but it may be like 10, 20 minutes they'll get there.
Okay. And he is just going to ping his location to Jinx. And just mention that we've got company. And I'm going to take a shot. And he's just going to lie in ambush and wait to snatch the straggler, or the one who's straggling behind him.
Do you respond anything, Jinx? Was it Jinx or Trince that you sent a message to? Jinx, right?
Jinx, yes. I mean,
Jinx will...
What's Trin's going to do to them?
I mean, talk to them to death?
This is very intimidating.
I just want to say...
Elf could tell you how intimidating she actually is.
And remember, you're about to go unarmed. I know, you're a martial artist, but see it this way. You're going to attack unarmed 4 Raffen shivs that are probably armed. I too would send a message to my girlfriend saying, hey, by the way, I'm about to do something stupid. But that's Simon.
Well, I mean, Jimenez is going with the intention of not being heard while he takes one of them out.
Okay, so is your mic on? No, okay. Jinx will finish paying for the cyberware that she's buying. Though she tells Carver that she's not going to install it right now because now's not the time. But yeah, she'll fork over the money and put it in her pocket. Put the cyberware in her pocket, and she'll message back Jimenez and say, I'm on my way. And she'll like take the baseball cap off of her where she has it tied to her pants on her belt, and she'll tie up her hair, put the baseball cap on, tell Carver, see you later. and she'll go after Jimenez.
Can both of you make a stealth check, please? Oof.
Really?
All right, an 11 and a 16. They do not notice Justice Mime sneaking his way across the night market. Where do you hide?
So he's gonna hide in a spot where they have to make a turn and try to basically snatch one of them, the one who's in the rearmost, and basically pull him maybe behind some of the scaffolding where they can't see as he does some rather painful things in the process.
Because they have no idea that you're there, and you know, you're only going to grab him very quickly and throw him back. I'm not gonna ask you to roll. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna ask you to roll martial arts. You fail only if you fumble.
Okay. I mean, I figured it would be like an unarmed attack or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be brawling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, go with brawling. Go with brawling. I forgot. I keep forgetting that grabbing people is brawling. Yeah. So they don't even have time to react. You've got your hand over their mouth, your other arm around their waist, and just yank them under the scaffolding.
Okay.
What do you do to them before I skip the jinx?
Yeah, I'm gonna start choking the guy out. I want him to fall unconscious.
Okay. I'll use your brawling check very quickly as the DV for him to try to get away.
Sure.
He's gonna try to contortion his way out of it. And fails. So he's struggling as you just... Well, you probably don't even speak, so whatever. But as you choke him down, unfortunately, while you're doing this, you hear, as Jinx is, you know, stealthing her way to you, you hear the voice of the other Raffenschiff. And you know it's the Raffenschiff because they say, "Holy shit, it's her. Fucking gun her down!" And there is the sound of a crossbow. As one of the Raffenschiv's, Jinx, you notice, turns around, arm outstretched. They have a pop-up crossbow on their arm, and they fire a bolt with like a greenish glowing tip at you. I'm gonna ask you to make a dodge check. Evasion. It's middle column, bottom. you roll out of the way as the bolt lodges itself on the ground. The tip explodes, and there's like this little greenish liquid that just on the gravel. The other two will draw heavy pistols and basically run closer. X, what do you do upon hearing that? I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna give you an action because you heard that, and then we're gonna go into initiative. And if there's noise, the rest of the crew will hear the noise. So the moment someone fires a gun, the rest of the crew, you can act.
Okay. Have I done any damage to this guy yet?
Yeah, you would have had 2 turns to do your body damage.
Okay. So what's his health at now?
What's your body again? What's your
It's
body
8.
damage? 8? 16? He is seriously wounded. He's not out yet, but he's getting there. Another 5 seconds or so and it's done.
So if I wait and I can choke him out, he'll fall unconscious.
Yes.
But then I can't really act I can't move to help.
You would need, it would be 2 turns. You would basically be, unless you want to punch him across the face to knock him out.
Well, no, what I was going to do was use my martial arts special move. Since he's seriously damaged.
Because yes, he's seriously wounded by 2 hit points. 3 actually, but yes. Yes, you can do it. That would be your surprise turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So before rolling initiative.
Okay, so we're just gonna roll our martial arts.
Give me a sec, I need to get the command. What's the command again? Quick. Quick. My bad, I am unprepared. I did not expect a Nino to just kill people like that. The sparkliest magician.
Oh, yeah.
Fifth sparkliest magician, go ahead. You would roll the 23. I don't think he can... he's gonna try to evade it, but I don't think he can. Unless I am very lucky. Nope. Go ahead, Jimenez. Deal your damage.
So where are the other guys right now?
So if we were to have a quick map, I will draw it with my fingers. You're here with the scaffolding. And if you go down a straight line, there's a row of tents and people. And right beyond that. So in meters, they would be 30 meters away. You want to... I think I know what you want to do, and for narrative purposes, I will say yes. Yes, you can. Because you have the time. Basically, it's a surprise round, so I'm giving it to you.
Yep. So, you just see Justice Mime pick the guy up into a powerbomb position, and he starts sprinting towards the other guys. And then he's just going to pull a Zangief move and leap into the air and drive him down. Through maybe a table or a tent, just to catch the attentions of the other Wrath and Shiv.
You throw the guy down onto a tent. The tent shatters. Please roll your damage, sir. Or is it damage? Was it the effect?
Just body times 2.
Body times 2, yep. He's knocked out.
Damage times 2 plus this.
Yeah, he's completely knocked out by that.
Oh, if he's knocked out, then I do a face down check versus his allies.
Ooh. Go ahead.
Refresh my memory, what do I roll for that?
It's your reputation, so it's a D10 plus reputation. An 8. You break the tent and you hear coming from inside. Yeah, sort of. You hear some cluck, 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 as you broke a tent of someone selling illegal cloned chicken. The chicken basically run out of the tent, those that weren't killed under the weight of you and the Ruff and Shiv. You rolled an a 12 for this. Okay, I'm just gonna put the music back. Actually, no. Music, come back. My bad. And it is against their cool. Oh, you add your cool to that. I'm sorry, you need to add your cool to that check.
Oh, really? Oh, even better. That would make it a 19.
Against a -4. So what do you choose? Do you want to give them the -2 on everything? Or do you want them to be, I think it's frozen in fear. Face down. Yeah, cool plus reputation plus a D10. So either you tell them to back down, or they have a -2 on all their actions against you.
I'll let you choose based on what Justice Mime does here. Does this guy have, that he just slammed, is he bleeding at all from any place?
I mean, yes, but he's not bleeding out. Like, his life is not in danger.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Justice Mime, though, is going to dip his fingers in the guy's blood and just smear one tear down his cheek. And then point at them.
For the sake of this, we'll go into initiative anyway. But I will say this, before they play, I will give you this clue. One of them, who's holding a heavy pistol, his pants darken around the crotch area. And I'm gonna ask everyone to roll initiative as the rest of the group hear the commotion of the chickens running around a few meters away and a tent breaking down. My init is a +6. Alright, got a 12, a 14, a 9, a 12, and I am missing Black Cat. 11. Wow. Well, I play last, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Slow.
Yeah, very slow. Jinx is gonna act first, then the 3 others who aren't, like, right next to the action. For dramatical purposes, you're not gonna waste your turn just running. It's just, you won't be able to take a move action on your turn, because your move will be to get there, but you'll still be able to do something. And then we'll go to Jimenez, and then we'll go to them if they are still there. Jinx, you've been shot at by the dude with the crossbow. You just saw X ruin someone's life, freed a bunch of chicken, and then just fucking paint his face with blood. He's going full Rombo. What do you do?
I chuckle.
Chuckling is a free action.
Jinx will swing her sniper around and, I mean, distance-wise, how far?
They're, from you, they're within, it's the second range band. So, the second range band. Like 13 meters, I think. It's 13 to 25, the second one. Just click on the attack, I'll be able to let you know. Like, waste a roll, I'll let you know. The third one, yeah, 13 to 25. So it would be a DV 25 for you to hit them.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna check something.
Yes.
13 to 25?
Yeah, is a 20 with the shotgun, 20 with the pistol.
Okay. Can, obviously, because she knows this,
Yeah, of course.
she would go with the pistol,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Well, no, I don't mind. I'm gonna ask you to re-roll your attack, though.
Okay. Yeah, that would, yeah. Okay, so pistol. Oh, fuck off.
Is it a heavy pistol? Is it a light pistol?
No, it's a handgun.
No, I know. But what type?
I only have pistol, so I didn't rate heavy or anything, so.
Damage is 2d6, so it's a light pistol. So you're allowed to fire twice.
Thank God.
So basically, I'll say this. You whip out your pistol, and you were so prepped to fire that, like, the moment you whip it out to aim, you see something out of the corner of your eye, and you just reflexively, TOW! Shoot a chicken. And then what about the second one?
Well, there's supper!
The vendor is like, my chickens!
Someone's a little trigger happy.
And also, for your second shot, I need to know if you aim for the head or not.
Wait, is there going? No, I won't headshot.
I would just like to point something out for everyone watching. I made a mistake, and I don't know for the players. I haven't checked in yet with them, but violence towards animal was one of our lines, so it shouldn't have happened, even if it's comical. That's why you use safety tools, everyone. So I'm gonna check in with the players privately. Is it okay with you? Or do we retcon it? Put it in the private chat in Zoom. That's how it works with safety tools. Because the DM forgot, chickens are actually animals, even if they're cloned.
And tasty.
I know, but... And that's why we use safety tools,
Sorry.
because sometimes the GM forgets. They just taste like chicken anyway. 27 definitely hits. Who are you aiming? Mr. P. Dispense, Mr. Not P. Dispense, or Mr. Crossbow?
Crossbow.
Go ahead.
6.
With a shot to the torso, pow, goes straight through his leather coat. Ablating his armor, and he also takes 2 points of damage. I have no idea what I just wrote. Anyway, moving on to our next next person in initiative. The three of you, Black Cat, Trince, and White, you can play in any order. You just heard 2 gunshots being fired in quick succession.
And you're saying that we can get there this round.
You can get there this round, but you will only have like 1 action. So either move some more or do something.
Trinz is going to take a... she's going to come around and she's going to come through the collapsed tent. She's going to take a couple of the tent poles.
They're these, they're not real tent poles in the sense that they're sharpened. You know, like the metal poles that they use for like stop signs and everything? It's got like holes in it and all that. Yeah, that's what they were. And they were just like bent. You can grab easily 3 of them out of the 4. 1 more, the other being under the Raffen Shiv that Imin is flipped over the tent. If you want to use them as weapons, they would be light melee weapons. Otherwise, we would count them as some like weird type of javelin that would not have any piercing qualities, but they could hurt like a bitch still. Black Cat and White.
I have my heavy SMG, so I'll go ahead and fire that if that's okay.
Yes. Do you use it as auto fire or?
I don't know. I guess so.
So here's the difference. If you open auto fire, it means that you're like just aiming at them in general. Mm-hmm. You might deal a ton of damage. You might not.
Okay.
But even if you don't deal any damage, everyone in the vicinity, including your allies, would need to make a concentration check or dive for cover.
Okay, no, then
but
no,
that
not
includes
auto
them. Okay. So you're just gonna pop a few rounds. They are within 13. That is a hit. Who are you hitting?
I have Peter's pants, yeah.
All right. In my notes, he is now known as PP. And the other one is known as no PP.
12 damage for that.
Ooh, any double 6s? No, just 1 6. Alright, 12 damage. Ablates' armor a bit, takes the bullet hits him in the shoulder and almost sends him spinning around. Falls down on one knee and quickly scrambles to get back up as Mr. White is playing.
I'm assuming that people have their attention in other places.
Oh yeah, even the vendors are trying to hide and duck for cover.
So there's one guy that hasn't done anything?
Nope. There's one guy who's got his pistol drawn on Jinx, and he doesn't look like he's going to flee.
I am going to walk up behind him and basically grapple him.
Oh. Alright, he's gonna try to evade you. You can make a brawling attack.
Uh-huh.
The DV would be 9. I roll like shit when I play monsters in this game.
Where the heck is my brawling go?
Middle column, bottom.
Found it.
Yeah. Yep. You get up behind Mr. Not Peter's pants and just grapple him. That is your first brawling attack.
Mm-hmm.
You can make another one. Do you want to start choking him? What do you want to do?
No, I want to basically switch into like the full Nelson that I see Jimenez and all the wrestlers do to basically hold him in place.
Yes, that would be.
I believe that's the hold function.
Yeah, that's the hold action. I just not the hold action, but the hold.
Or not, yeah. Where?
Thingy. I need to know where it is.
Wait, no, that's not in here. Okay. So there's choke, throw, and then just grab. Or grab, yeah. So I've already grabbed him.
Yeah. It's throw. Well, yeah. You don't want to end the grapple. So it's just grab. You can keep them grabbed.
I mean, I could always make it hurt. And it'd
Yes,
be
you can.
similar to a choke, but it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I'm not actually going around their throat, so to speak.
Though you could make a second grab attempt and disarm him at the same time. Like if you want to be like part of your full Nelson, if you want him to drop his gun, that would be an additional Dex plus brawling skill. So just a brawling check, and he would need to make an evasion check with a -2 to keep a hold of his pistol.
Why not? Let's give it a shot.
Ooh, my DV is higher because I rolled a 10.
Well, and he holds on to it.
Yeah, 19. So yeah, he's not going to be disarmed, but he's grappled, so his like range of motion is very limited. Very limited. And then it's them. So Jimenez.
Oh, and just so you know, I make sure to point him toward whoever has guns.
Yeah, you're using him as a human shield.
Yes.
Yeah. X, you notice the guy with the Mr. Peter's pants bolts out of there. And he's yelling, "I'm gonna tell the boss!" Like to try to cover his, cover his retreat. He's not a coward. He's not afraid of you. He's just gonna go let the other shivs know what's going on. The guy with the crossbow is going to fire once and then retreat. So he's still going to aim at Jinx. Jinx, what's your... do you have an 8 in reflex?
Yep.
Okay, so you can dodge. Do you choose to dodge his bolt, or do you leave it to the normal roll?
I'm gonna dodge. Evade.
Oh. Fucking hell. Okay, you have to roll above a 9. Oh, and he's got a -2. You have to roll above a 7. Yeah.
23.
And because he fumbled,
He shoots himself in the foot?
No, he decided to retreat and then fire. Like he was, backing up, reloading, and firing, and he's actually going to hit the guy that was going to tell his father.
His father?
Well, I mean Dog Killer. The one that says, "I'm going to go get the boss."
Okay, I just want to make sure. Like, if this is Dog Killer's son, that's totally different.
No. It's just, I was referencing what Renegade said in chat.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, he pulled a Malfoy. I'm going to tell my dad about this.
He shoots Mr. Peter Spence in the leg. The guy tumbles over, gets back up with a bolt across his the fat of his thigh, and he's just like, "What the fuck, man?" and starts limping away. He's still alive, but he's now seriously wounded. So 2 of them are running. Well, one was running, now he's limping. One just walked away. So the one that walked away is 20 meters from everyone, 6 meters from Mr. White and Jimenez. The Mr. PP is technically 12 meters away from everyone. Just so you know. Well, that would be 25 from everyone, and the other one is at 13. So we got 13, 18, and 25. If you need to fire. I'll remember those. X.
Wait.
Oh, I am missing
My
one.
turn now.
I'm just missing the guy that was grappled. I'm sorry. He's going to try to get out of the grapple. White, you're going to have to roll.
Okay.
Instead of a +6, he now has a +2 because of everything that's happening.
Am I rolling the same thing?
The same thing. He's trying to elbow you across the face to try to get out of the grapple. Yeah, no. You keep hold of him. And he's just like... And and nothing happens. Now it's X's turn.
How far is the guy with the crossbow?
He walked 6 meters away from you. He was 13 meters away. He's now 19 meters away from you. No, was 12, is now 18.
Okay.
He's the 18 guy.
Okay. Menez is going to sprint at the guy and use his other martial arts special move, the flying kick, to strike the guy.
He's going to try to dodge with a -2 because he's scared of you. Because he's not the one backing down, but still, he's retreating. It's a 13 that you will need to beat. Yup. Flying kick in the back. What's the damage for a flying kick? And it goes through half his armor because it's martial arts. That's your initiative.
I slipped.
No, that's okay.
I believe flying kick just does normal damage, but it knocks them prone.
Normal damage and knocks prone. I have the page here. That's disarm, counter throw, iron grip, bone break, flying kick.
I think it's
Instead of making 2
3d6
attacks,
or 4d6.
you would be at 4d6 for your I'm fairly certain because your body is like an 8 or something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically 1d6 per 2 points of body. And is prone. Not a crit. His armor soaks 1 point. You deal 19 points of damage. You do not kill him. Thank God. But he is... he is mortally wounded. He falls to the ground face first. The wind is just shot out. Oh, thank you, Renegade. It should have been 3d6. Whatever. We'll fix it for the other time. But thank you for that. That's true. 4d6 is for a 10. Yeah. Thanks. See, I don't know the rules by heart. But anyway, he's got 4 hit points left, y'all. He's hurt. And he will say, like, after hitting the pavement, like, I'm okay. I'm okay. But we'll see about that. Back to Jinx. You notice White is grappling one guy. Mr. Petus Pants is running away, got a bolt through his leg. And the other guy, just the crossbowman, got, like, knocked out by Jimenez and doesn't seem to want to get back up. So far, you know, and I'll let everyone know that, like, you've won. Anything else you do to them is up to you, but, like, they're not going to try to fight back anymore. X scared them shitless. Go.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to let the other guy run away and warn the rest of the group, gang, whatever. So, how far is he?
25.
Can I wait one more meter?
You can ready an action, yes. You
Okay.
basically flip your sniper rifle and you're just whistling and waiting.
Yep.
Alright. Then,
As soon as he's at the right.
can you just make an attack with your sniper very quickly? I want to see the DVs.
I imagine Jinx gone. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Went on this farm. I shot some guys. Bada bing, bada bing, bang, boom.
He'll never get far enough for you to go down to 15 on his turn. But you can get the 20.
Yeah, I was looking at 20.
Okay.
I wasn't looking at 15. I swear to God, if I re-roll and I get shit,
Cat, Trins, White.
So there's the guy that that Jinx has got a beat on. And there's the other dude who shot him, right?
Yeah.
And he's engaged with Jimenez. Just making sure I understand.
Well, he's not engaged because he's been like kicked in the back, but he is like within a meter of Jimenez.
Cool. What I want to do is come up and pin his ass to the ground, literally, with two of these tent stakes on either side of him, like through the arm, like through, because he's prone on the ground, right?
Mhm.
Just drive him straight down so that they go through his jacket and shit, and he's holding him to the ground. And then sit on him.
You come up, yeah. You plant your things like through his clothes, and just sit on him, looking at your boyfriend in all of his white and black striped glory and makeup.
And she claps.
He's just sweating slightly, like just enough to like oil his well chiseled chest under his body armor. The light of the moon
wearing a
hits
vest.
the
and I might add, he still has that blood tear that he drew on himself.
For some
Trins
reason,
is
he now has
actually-
a rose in his mouth and says, "My job here is done."
And swirls a mysterious cape.
Yeah.
No, but Trins is just sitting there, and as she's doing this, she starts dictating, like, you know, a post about like how great Justice Mime was when he came to rescue this night market and all of these things.
Is there an AO3 garden space for Justice Mime?
God, yes.
Yes, there is.
All right, so that was Trins. We have White and Black Cat.
So is it apparent what White is trying to do with this guy? Is he just trying to hold him, or does he actually want to try and hurt him?
You can just ask him through the Chiron if you want.
Okay, I will ask him through the Chiron.
Mr. White?
I think White's response will be undecided.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to move up to the guy that is being grappled and struggling, and I'd like to smash him in the face with the butt of my gun.
Ooh.
Stop struggling! You're only making it worse for yourself.
All right, that is going to be a. You know what? We'll use your ranged attack with the weapon, though it's going to be in close combat. But you have a -8 because he's grappled. So whatever number you comes up on roll 20, we'll do -8, and that's the number he has to beat to dodge out to move his face out of there.
Okay.
So 11. He has, remember, a -4. So just a +2. He rolled a 4. You whack him in the face. Can you roll 2d6 times 3, please?
Times 3, okay.
Is it times 3 for the head? Renegade in chat, can you remind me, is it times 3 or times 2? Because one of them is in The Witcher, one of them is in Cyberpunk.
It's 3.
It's 3, right?
Headshots are still 3, even in both.
Okay.
It's just that the DVs changed.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
well,
no,
that didn't work.
It's not going to work. Just roll 2d6 and we'll do the math ourselves.
Okay. So 21.
We'll go with ×3 and check it later, but yeah, 21. Pow! Knocked out.
Ooh.
He's got like a rifle butt shaped bruise on his face. White,
It'll be
you're
fine.
holding a limp Raffenschiff.
So White's goal right now is going to be to drop him, and as he drops him, like as he feels him go slack, is to drop him and grab his gun out of his hand as he lets him go. And
that would be a free action.
Okay.
Because I mean, the hand is right there. Like you really just, and he's not going to struggle.
Okay. And yeah, he's just gonna let go, and as he lets go with the arm that's on his, like his gun hand, he'll just basically run it down the guy's arm and grab the gun out of it.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
He'll tuck it away.
Ah, okay. Shit, I was hoping you would fire at someone.
Jimenez is just going to type on the Chiron. We need at least one of these guys alive. Want to send a message
You know
to
what?
Dog Killer.
He's
I think we've got 3 of them alive. 4 of them alive, even.
And that's when, unfortunately, Mr. Peepee takes a step further and enters the kill range of the sniper rifle. So as White says, "Oh, we have 3 of them alive," you hear a and we'll see what happens. Are you headshotting, Jinx? Remember, you can look, the episode is reaching its end. You probably have luck to spend. You can burn it on it if you want to. Because it comes back next game.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll headshot.
It'll make Renegade happy.
Ooh.
My God.
Scratch that. 2.
Mathematically speaking, the highest you can roll, Jinx, ever on a roll for your sniper is a 36. So, yeah.
Wow.
-8, that's a 28. You hit. Roll for damage and multiply the damage by 2 if it gets through the armor. Ah, and that's a crit.
Crit!
Okay, what's his armor? 3? No, there's 24 damage that goes through, so that's a 24, 41. Okay, he's going to die. So can you describe, Rin, what happens to his face? Because you killed him twice, damage-wise.
Pop?
So White says...
Without getting too gruesome for everybody, pop. That's it. Just pop.
So as White says, there's a... Well, can you repeat your phrase? And
White would go, well, I think we got 3 of them alive. As soon as he hears the sniper rifle, though, he just goes, I mean 2. Like, he doesn't even look. He just assumes.
it's... Yeah. Jimenez and Trins, we're going to end the game on this scene. You are close to Mr. Peepee, who is running away. So as Trins is looking up at Jimenez, who's like standing over the body, like I said, moonlight shining on him. There's just a Kill Bill spray of blood that washes over X. And it's on that epic pose that we're going to end tonight's episode.
All you hear in the background, sorry.
Prince takes a moment to make sure that the image of the blood spray, does that slow-mo GIF clip, so it can be a reaction moment, and she can just post it all over. Because this has improved Justice Mime's rep, right?
We'll see if it goes viral.
He is attempting to be supportive.
I hope everyone had fun. This is going to be basically part 1 of the night market, I believe. We'll see what happens after. And one more victory for the mime. And 4 less, technically, less Raff and Shivs in town. Please, players, tell us who you are, where we can find you. If you have anything going on next week, please shout it out so we can know where to find you. We'll do the same order as we did the intro, so we will begin with our mechanic, Trends.
Oh, hey all. This was so much fun. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of my wonder. I love playing with all of you all the time. It makes me happy. But as for me, you can find me at Deirdre Donlan on Twitter or Praxcorth as me as you see me around here on Twitch. And tomorrow on my channel, I am running a charity stream, 12-hour charity stream starting at 10 a.m. Eastern and going through 10 p.m. Pacific. Or not 10 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern. A day of wholesome games, of wholesome fun to support World Central Kitchen. We're starting at 10 a.m. with Golden Sky Stories, which is happy animals turning into human spirit people and helping things. It's anime slice of life magical animals game. Then at 2 p.m. Eastern, we are playing a game of Wagon Wheel. It's what happens when adventurers stop adventuring and go and try and help out people in the town after they've been doing things. And then the last game at 6 p.m. Eastern is Zia's Recipe Book. It's a game I actually wrote about family, food, and memories and how those things are transport across time. It'll be a lot of fun. Check it out. I'm going to post again about it on Twitter. And then on Sunday, we are back with Romance on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern for some Romance of the Blue Rose, as there is a question that must be answered. Do our fine envoys run or away or run back? We have a question. It must be answered. And then on Wednesday, we're back on Witcher Roads Home, and there's a super secret surprise that will be coming that we might talk about on Sunday. And then other than that, you can check my Twitter because I always post where I'm going to be. All the wonderful, fun, fabulous folks like these I get to hang out with and play games with. Oh, and I'm going to take this moment. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to take this moment because I'm going to shill for a friend who's on this stream, and she's probably going to get upset about it, but I'm going to do it anyways, because directly below me on the overlay, there's this person. Her name's Hannah. She's fabulous. She does beautiful, beautiful art, and I want you to know how beautiful this art is, because I'm sitting here holding these pretty little charms of the character art she did for Witcher in my hand, and I love them, and they are fabulous, and you should go give her money to do fabulous things with your art. Also buy the stuff from her. That's my shill.
Mine are out of arm's reach at the moment. I'm gonna go get them, or Rin's gonna go get them. But Anna, you're next.
Thank you, guys. I'm Hannah, Hanimation Art on Twitter, Hanimation Studios on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm blustered now. You can find me here tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST with Anino to play. Oh, there they are, to play Scion with Simon. And then here every Friday at 8:30 p.m. EST to play Cyberpunk. So thank you guys for letting me play and stuff.
You are very welcome.
Gee,
and
guys,
thanks
for making her
cry on stream.
Thanks for making her all flustered for that. Yeah.
She's gonna get more flustered after we talk after the game because I have a couple things to ask her. X.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Anino. You can find me on Twitter at Anino Gaming. As Anna said, you'll find me here again tomorrow at 1 p.m. for more Scion. And then over on the... Are we playing this Sunday? Like, Origami Shuriken, are we playing this Sunday?
I I love that like our friends from other games are here and we can just ask them. Yes, as far as
Yeah.
she knows.
Okay. So at 3 p.m. Eastern time over on Other Dogs channel, it's the next episode of Ghosts of Saltnaw. They're in the midst of a final march towards the big bad dude, and for some reason, everyone else is getting a little trigger happy and ultra violent, except for Rek Mara. I don't know why that is, but he's just sitting there silently floating as he's mastered the codex. Yeah, everybody's safe. It's fine.
Next row on the overlay, next column, we'll start with Jinx, and then work our way up to Mr. White.
Hey, Amran. I'm here. That's it. On Fridays. I have a website with fiction, fanfics. Fuck it, I'm calling them fanfics. Yes, go read them. And
Post the link! Yeah, post the link!
yes, I will post a link. And yeah, that's about it for now.
Woo, woo, yeah.
Oh my god. Stop.
And Mr. White.
Well, we now know who Rin's biggest fan is, as it should be. My name is Chris Geary. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Geary. You can find me here on Fridays playing the role of Mr. White, a.k.a. Dr. Frost. Every other Monday, rotating off of not this upcoming Monday, but the following. There's 2 sessions left in the Falkenstein affair, so show up for the penultimate when we announce our giveaway that'll happen during the final, as well as see some of our plot lines coming to some form of closure. There's a number of things that have all sort of woven together over the previous episodes. Outside of that, I am working on a project called Omens Rising with a bunch of really awesome people. We have our culture writing now into the stage of consulting, sensitivity consulting, as we go through revising. And we have our mechanics worked out to the point that we're going to be launching details coming soon. Not just one, but 2 pre-alpha streams where you'll get to see behind the curtain about our design process and the way the game is taking shape. Get a feel for what we're building before the game is ever released. So pay attention to that. That's coming soon. I can promise that. And yeah, that's it for now.
And I am Simon. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. Thank you players for taking some time on your Friday night to play some Cyberpunk with me. It's always greatly appreciated. Thank you all of you who were watching. Remember, if you are a fan of the Drizzt, our giveaway for the Drizzt action figure for our Rime of the Frost Maiden is still going strong. I'll retweet the tweet so you can see it after the show. So you can enter the giveaway. The winner will be decided on Monday night. It is, however, US and Canada only, because shipping this box worldwide is a pain. Other than that, you can find us tomorrow here at 1 p.m. Eastern for some Scion. Then on Monday for Rime of the Frost Maiden. And a bunch of new announcements coming next week for a bunch of stuff. And next Friday, you can find us back here for some Cyberpunk. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I will be on Praxagorathus Mephoria's channel on Sunday for some Romance of the Blue Rose. If you want to see my sweet, sweet, sad wolf boy try to come to grips with the fact that he has feelings for a girl. On that note, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Bye.